you off between all their options, that 8BitMan is going to have a lot of trouble, I think, in the air at pretty much all places, at all points of the game. If ever 8BitMan is not standing feet on the ground, things are going to be tough. But we're on Smashville for game 1. Really surprised. I feel like I never see this stage started on in sets anymore, just because it is a lot smaller. I feel like 8BitMan's going to want to use this platform, try to hide in the house as much as possible, but we'll see.
Yeah. It's weird, actually. I mean, as you said, it is weird to see this. But
isn't it? Like,
yeah.
I never see this game 1 anymore.
Everyone just goes to Pokemon Stadium instead. Oh, that down air. Not the right hitbox, but 8BitMan definitely put on notice. I almost want to say this doesn't sound like the best stage for Rob specifically, because that Thunder Jolt's going to hit every spot.
Yeah.
You know, you shoot on the platform and you're not safe in the middle of the stage. You're at the lights, you're just going to shoot at the ground. It's just, you have nowhere to really hide from it. And then your combos can always end up on the platform.
Sure,
so,
yeah.
Something else to kind of concern yourself with.
Down throw, tries to go for the up tilt into the upper, not going to land. 8BitMan struggling so far, but let's not forget the weight differential. He's not as behind as it might look initially. 79 to 143. Is he going to go under? No, he's going to go on the stage, and he gets away with it. Gets hit by the dash attack, though, and that's going to be stock 1.
A weird way to die because Pikachu has so many tools, but that side B not going to do it. Good DI from ESAM. R off stage though, how do you make it back? Ooh, really unorthodox at that particular angle, and then a little bit of a free fall. But not only did it work, 36 was some very welcome damage for ESAM.
Sure, yeah, anything here is just gravy. I mean, at 122. Pikachu does have trouble getting the KO a lot of times, and ESAM has been known to get a little too antsy when it comes to getting that KO, going for the dash attack maybe a little bit more often than usual. Excellent side B placement by 8BitMan, catching ESAM on the quick attack, jumping right into it. And now 8BitMan looking pretty good. I mean, you're going to take 54 from Pikachu regardless, whether it's from a throw, from a neutral air loop. There's a lot of different things he can do, so this isn't too bad at all.
Definitely true. Oh, that Thunder Jolt stopping just in the nick of time for 8BitMan.
Yeah.
Okay, opting to actually keep ESAM on stage. You would think that maybe 8-Bit would just want to continuously throw ESAM off stage to try to find a down air attempt. Ooh,
sure.
Side B hits it. Good stuff. Got ESAM off stage
wow.
and really made ESAM pay for it.
I can't believe Rob is the one edge guarding here. I didn't think that would catch that much. It's just that side B is catching every single time. Huge thunder, still not enough. Rob a little bit too heavy for that.
What an unorthodox way to lose your stock.
Yeah, that sucks.
Nair, thought you had the tech, did not. Nair dodge to your demise.
Yeah, just going for the tech on online is just such a scary thing. And now we've got a neutral air, even with the top in his hand, able to neutral air.
That was just a
so much.
You could have dropped it. You could have dropped it the first time, unless you just wanted a little bit of extra damage.
Now look at the damage just racking up for 8BitMan. 104. Just more and more is coming up to 114 into the forward air, and that'll do it. 8BitMan has the right stuff. He has the side Bs off on the side. He has ways to kill Pikachu. But when it gets late in the game for him, he's not able to hold on to his stock as long as you should versus a Pikachu. I mean, obviously Pikachu does have kill moves, but sometimes they're a little bit too committal, and it can be hard. But it feels like ESAM isn't even really working for it too much, you know?
Yeah, just kind of autopiloting, if you will.
Maybe a little, yeah.
But, I mean, you're allowed to do that if your opponent doesn't have an answer to it. We do have to keep in mind that 8BitMan did have, it wasn't, I guess a fourth self-destruct is the best way to explain it. He got hit by the Nair, tried to tech, did a directional air dodge, lost the stock. But let's be real, a Nair's not going to stage spike you anyway. So you should have done a neutral air dodge anyway. But even on top of that, if you didn't hit anything, there's no world where Nair is going to take your stock off a stage spike. So 8-Bit really didn't have to give that away. And 8BitMan was up at that point, 2 stocks to 1. So if, you know, that doesn't occur again, there is a much better chance for 8-Bit to win. But with that said, ESAM only took 36% or so once they were both on last stocks at 0% each.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there was a lot to take in for both players.
Yeah.
ESAM didn't have to work as hard as, maybe you would expect him to in this kind of matchup. It seemed like 8-Bit had the right idea for a lot of it, but going into the second game, I also think, like you said, Smashville, maybe not the best choice. I understand why we would go there to give it a shot, but here, I don't know.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, we're doing it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 8BitMan, I guess, likes the sage. Either at a little.
The side bills
salty
are
run back
killing.
action.
The side Bs are killing early. Maybe that's what it is. I mean, and like 8BitMan doesn't look bad here. Oh no way, 74. Huh?
Okay.
That's why. That's why. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, you just find more of those.
Yep.
Can you do it again? Is now the new question.
Yeah.
Because if you do that the whole time, this is a one-sided battle. ESAM, I don't even know why you came to play.
Jeez, if he could just keep carrying him out. 8BitMan not teching there, and he will pay the price, but not the ultimate price.
Yeah, it could have been worse, but that was a lot of damage.
Yeah.
I like that just kind of awareness of ESAM of saying, hey, I can't take your stock, so instead let me give you 40%. Forward air, not going to take it quite yet. I don't think 8-Bit can eat another one of those.
No. Ooh, big loop on that neutral air. Well done. You can see him trying to use that tricky Rob movement. You can see with the B reverses, the top stuff. Rob has so many tools to kind of keep you guessing as to where he's going, keep his intentions veiled. And 8BitMan, after playing Rob for this long, is just such a master of it. You can see that dash tech not killing even at 150, but the back air will. ESAM at 75% deficit.
Not the end of the world for Pikachu. We're at 30, 35, and still going up. Oh, not able to get that final hit this time. 8-Bit saying, you know what? We're not going to direct fair dodge. I'm not going to gift you this stock like I did last time.
Nope, no way.
Oh, that down smash, surprisingly, ESAM actually dropped their shield.
Yeah. Oh dear. What are we gonna do? Okay, we're getting more damage. Doesn't stop it before the last hit. I thought he would try to loop it, but
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
full hit. Doesn't matter though. ESAM has closed this gap quite a bit, but 8BitMan determined to take this stock off. He doesn't even need a side B anymore. He might just need an up throw, but it doesn't matter. ESAM getting the drag down into the down smash overtakes the...
Yeah, and it looked as if it was going to be 8BitMan to possibly take the stock first, because traditionally 8-Bit was finding really good openings, when especially the high damage mark, but ESAM finding it. Drag down there, down smash, really consistent, really easy to pull off for a player like ESAM. And now, 50% extra credit no matter what occurs at this point for ESAM.
Would up throw not have killed there?
Without Rage, not sure.
I was going to say, because ESAM was at like 130, 140, and he did Rob down throw to try to lead into the up air.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
kind of
at that point-
surprised there. Like, I feel like up throw would have killed, but obviously, 8BitMan knows better. Maybe it was misinput, or maybe he was right. Right now, 63 to 164. Gets the red bounce. Well done.
And 8BitMan still in this, but you are 92%, and you really need some magic to start really soon. That damage is bleeding. You already see dark red on the percent. And just... Whoa! Read from ESAM saying, we do not need any conversions or drag downs or combos. Hardcore reads, run underneath you, anti-airing with the up smash. I'm gonna take it 2-0 so far. ESAM up on 8-Bit.
Yeah, that's a tough moment to swallow for 8BitMan, because he was looking good. I mean, like, it feels like 8BitMan is keeping this competitive and even, but ESAM is just consistently finding the clutch where he needs to at the right time. I feel like 8BitMan is playing this matchup as well as he can. Like, he's taking his 70-80% for free if ESAM ever gets his neutral air loops. He's gotten some side Bs. He's doing things right, but it just feels like Pikachu is so tiny and so quick. And maybe ESAM just has played 8-Bit so much that he knows his habits and is catching stuff like, what we saw at the end, getting that up smash.
Yeah, and what adjustments do you really make? It's 8-bit. I mean, even there, I don't recall if a Nair started for 8BitMan, but
Yeah.
that was one of those scenarios where ESAM actually has not gone for that option the entire set, which is even more terrifying. Because it's one of those, hey, I'm winning right now, but I'm still paying attention to your habits, and I'm going to pull the trigger whenever I want. 8BitMan leaving the arena for a second. Are we getting a character switch? Are we going to see the Diddy Kong potentially come out, or is 8BitMan going to stay with the tried and true Rob? I think ESAM is showing you enough where you opt for the Diddy possibly, and
No,
8BitMan disagrees. You disagree?
I don't think so. I think you stay with Rob because I think the Rob is fine. I think it's just you got to tighten up at the end of stocks. Like the end of stocks are the problem. It's easier said than done, obviously. But I think the Diddy would like trying to get back on stage as Diddy sounds like a nightmare, especially if you're not a Diddy main against a Pikachu. That sounds so hard. He gives up the stage though, which again I thought Smashville wasn't the best pick after that first game, but then he landed a couple early side Bs, so maybe we'll see what FD has for him.
See, it seems that ESAM's been so consistent on that last stock and making it his stock.
Yes.
That it's a little concerning, and then also it has been competitive, but a lot of that is because of an early kill from 8-bit, which is obviously not going to be consistent from what we have seen.
Yeah, good point.
But it doesn't matter at this point. 8BitMan is committed, brought out the Rob, trailing right now. I mean, dead, as a matter of fact. Trailing is an understatement. Going for that down smash, gonna take it. I thought a forward smash would have been the answer. Did not matter. 42% on ESAM. Taunting, taking his time. This is looking like a cakewalk, unfortunately, for 8BitMan.
You gotta tech it, brother. That's like the 5th time 8BitMan has not teched the ground. Before he just took %, but there he actually took a kill. And teching isn't always the answer because obviously sometimes you still huh? Oh, okay.
That's so smart.
Yep,
It was going to
yep.
be a regrab scenario, and ESAM said, yeah, it's a regrab, but it doesn't matter because you can't do a damn thing about it. Other side of the stage, you're too slow to keep up, and just lapping in % already. 8BitMan has quite the battle ahead of them if they would like to continue in winner's bracket, and that door is closing quickly.
Yeah, 120 here. Tries to land it back here. Trying to force something. The neutral air would have definitely landed. Like, 8BitMan had to go for that. He knew that the neutral air would have landed, and it would have been free damage, but it wouldn't have been a kill. So he has to go for the back air, hopefully with the rage and the % get the kill. Doesn't happen. This one's looking all but wrapped up. 8BitMan's winner's bracket life might be done for here.
I hate to say it, but I really think Diddy would have been a good idea, especially on Final Destination.
I think you're crazy.
Whoa,
I think you are an
look,
insane man.
It couldn't have been worse.
Good point. Yeah, no, yeah, I don't think you're wrong about that. Yeah. Maybe he wouldn't have won, but maybe he would have thrown him off the track, like maybe a 2-stock or like a 1-stock high %. I think you're right that like ESAM has now gotten so wise to the Rob that this is played out, you know?
Yeah, and
But
is this gonna be an
think
up
you're
smash
right,
to
yeah.
close this? Oh no, we're just running off down. Oh, 8-bit already gave up. That's why 8-bit.
Yeah,
was
8-bit
pushing
stopped.
anything.
Yeah, he stopped using inputs at a certain point. The controller was on the floor. Well done to ESAM, sort of wiping away 8-bit, destroying his spirit and his mentality. Sort of gave up at the end there, and it's weird because, like, he was looking so good. He looked like he had the matchup on luck, particularly when he kept getting those side Bs on the side. He looked strong, and then it just, like you said, it's not consistent enough to be expected to happen all the time. And so, because of that, ESAM just avoided that, and then there was no chance from there.
Really unfortunate for 8BitMan. Phenomenal player. It's crazy to talk about how one-sided that was for ESAM versus 8BitMan.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that 8BitMan's such a good player. So it's weird because it's like, well,